Hey YouTube, this is the Midnight Goddess, and I'm trying out a new camera, so hopefully this works. Now, today I want to discuss an article that I saw, and it was about Christian homeschooled children. Now, I've tried to find various sources for this. However, it's coming up on things like trending news, the progressive secular humanist, Reddit rewind. It's even on the Missouri web page for invisible children, for children who have been abused or abducted. Now, in this particular case, there was an 8-year-old boy, and he had 2 siblings. And his parents, who were Sharon and Reed Leonard, they have been charged with non-lethal physical abuse. And now, this is what they classified as non-lethal physical abuse. Sleeping outside in calf hutches, beaten with paddles, plastic pipes, metal rods. And they had also locked the child in the basement for over 2 years, keeping him secluded from, kind of the outside world. And that is, just one example where you have child abuse. Another one is 11 children were adopted by Michael and Sharon Gravel. And again, non-lethal deprivation was the charge that they were charged with. And so for me, that sounds like, they were giving them water and food, but just the bare minimum. And apparently when the police came to arrest the couple, they had found that the children were being kept in cages. Now, there's another story, and I'm not going to go through every single story. I will leave links in the description. Now, 10 children that were legally in the care of the Schmitzes were abused by their adopters, and they also had one biological child. However, what really kind of pisses me off in this particular situation is they took in disabled children. And so these children already are disabled, so they're already at risk of being abused. And then you have people coming in who are supposed to be helpful and loving, non-abusive people who have a safe environment for these children. And then you get things like this, where she beat the children, locked them up in cage-like bunk beds, forced one of the children to eat their own vomit, holding another one in the holding another child's head underwater as punishment, sitting on a girl and urinating on her, hurling a wheelchair-bound girl into a swimming pool, placing a hose in a girl's mouth and turning on the water, lancing a boil on another child with a box cutter as she screamed in pain, and then forcing the children to dig what they were told were their own graves. This is disgusting. And she only got 6 months in jail while her husband was expunged, and there was no case against him, and they classified this as non-lethal physical abuse and non-lethal deprivation. Now this really, really bothers me, because any type of mishandling of children is a very sore topic for me. And my parents took in pre- and post-institution children, the kind of children no one else could handle. So I've seen it work where you have a structured environment and the children thrive in that structured environment. However, if you have the wrong people, such as the couple of examples that I have left for you, and trust me, there is a lot more, so, like from another case, from 1968 to 1990, the Neesons adopted between 76 and 84 children, most of them having special needs. They formed the Celebration family, or the Nasan Nation, and it turned into their own school called Great Expectations. However, at this school, there was physical abuse, mental injury, neglect, sexual abuse among siblings, and sexual abuse by the father. 3 of the small children died of neglect. Another died of malnutrition, and 2 died of dysentery. My God, this is just, like, these children were being beaten and shocked with a cattle prod. The smaller children were caged into their beds. Apparently a 27-year-old woman adopted when she was 10 said that Dennis Nasan, 49, molested her and attempted intercourse, and she was forced to eat a bar of soap. She also said she had been hit with a belt during meals for eating too slowly, and was hit again when her first beating caused her to urinate. Like, this is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, they were acquitted of the abuse charges, but were convicted on racketeering and forgery involving the children's paperwork. And they had adopted these children from Vietnam, India, Korea, Mexico, El Salvador, Ecuador, Chile, Peru, Brazil, Colombia, Israel, and the United States. And this was, again, non-lethal physical abuse, sexual abuse, non-lethal neglect, lethal neglect, economic exploitation. This is just absolutely disgusting what people are being able to get away with. And I think that it is time that we stood up and said, no, this is wrong, and this is bad. And if for some reason my information is incorrect, it doesn't change the fact that thousands of children every single day are being abused, neglected, and killed by people who are supposed to be taking care of them. And I think it's absolutely disgusting that this is not taken more seriously. But that said, I guess that's all I have to say on the topic. Leave your comments or questions or anything like that in the underbar, in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get back to everybody. So this is Midnight Goddess saying, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you supposed to love anybody else? Mwah.